Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Allie from astylebraze.com, and today we're doing something a little bit different. So we're going to do a room tour. I've had a couple people request this because they've liked the backdrop that I normally use in my YouTube videos. So for those of you that don't know, I actually still do live with my parents. I just graduated college couple months ago, and so I knew I wanted to pursue my blog and I didn't want money to be an issue, and so I did everything I could just to give me this financial freedom to be able to pursue what I love. And with that being said, I knew that when I graduated college that the number one thing I wanted to do was transform my room. I knew that if I was going to be pursuing my blog and working a lot more from home, that I wanted to create a space that I really love to be in. 22 years old, and we moved into this house when I was about 6 months old. So this room really does mean a lot to me because I've grown up here and I've had so many memories and I've had so many different room transformations. So because I started this YouTube channel, I have turned this tiny bedroom into a bedroom, a office, and now a YouTube studio. So for those of you that have always wanted to start a YouTube channel but thought you didn't have the space, I'm going to prove you wrong today once you find out how small my bedroom actually is. So if you happen to like this video while watching it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more styling tips and follow me along and not miss a video, then go ahead and subscribe. Alright, so let's get started here. So I got this clothing rack within the last year. And I got it from Urban Outfitters. I think it was like only $30, which is awesome. And so I use this clothing rack for my clothes, like depending on what season it is, the clothes that are typically like my most go-to items. And so when I'm like looking for something to wear and get ready for work, I kind of come over here and like pick something and just kind of mix and match and rotate those items. And so there's a bunch of coats and like kind of thicker sweaters here, and so the closer we get to spring, then I'll start taking those items out and transitioning more spring items there. And then I've got a couple pairs of shoes on the bottom that are just three of my go-tos. And then I have my wall decor, which I am still kind of adding to, and my desk. And so my desk is very minimalistic as well. And so what used to be against this wall was a dresser where I kept a ton of my clothes, and I had 6 drawers. And so when I decided to add a desk instead of a dresser, because I really don't have room for both in my room, I knew I was giving away a ton of storage space. I was giving away 6 full drawers just to have a table to put my laptop on. But I thought it would be a smart move because it would force me to get rid of clothes that I really didn't need. And so this lampshade's really cute. It's from Anthropologie. I have some of my jewelry there. I really don't have a ton of jewelry, just some simple basics. And I got this piece and this one, and actually this bullhorn thing that I love, all from Target. And then that's just like a Beatles album cover and a hat, a couple hats hanging on my wall. And then I also have like my calendar here where I write down like all of my work for the month and things that are coming up this month. And then in between my windows I have this Prada sign, which has a funny story behind it. A couple years ago I bought a Prada sign that was probably half this size, and I spent $150 on it, which now is just kind of crazy. And I ended up going to school, and one of my roommates had this same sign and she DIY'd hers, and honestly they looked exactly the same, and she spent like $20 on hers and I spent $150. So I ended up returning it and then DIYing my own, and I made it so much bigger. So I'm really happy that I made that decision. And then here is my bed, and I'm still adding pillows to it, but I've had this white bedspread since I went to college, and it's been the best decision because I haven't gotten sick of it, where in the past I've had so many different bedspreads that I've changed them every year because I just get sick of the color. And then there's 2 big pillows in the back. I love the size of them, but I still need to get pillow covers for those. I've been saying I need to get them for months, and I just haven't really gotten around to them. So that definitely needs to be added. And so before I started my YouTube channel, I did a big floor move, I guess is the word. I used to have my clothing rack in between the windows, and I really loved it there. But when I started filming videos and using this as my backdrop, I wanted to have my clothes visible as well. So that's why I moved that, and this Prada sign used to be where this full-length mirror was. And so then I moved that, and this dresser right here used to be facing me. And so I ended up making this like a little, like I turned my dresser sideways so that would almost feel like a separate room, and it would give it like a boutique type vibe. And so I got this full-length mirror within the past month, and I got it from HomeGoods, and I spent $150 on it, which is a little bit more than I wanted to spend on a mirror. But I was looking at all the other mirrors, and there were a couple for $50 and $70, but they were all plastic. And now that I'm graduated and I'm starting to find pieces that I would want to transition into an apartment, I definitely would rather buy quality items as opposed to just cheaper prices. And so this mirror is solid wood, and so I figured I could paint the outside border any color that I wanted in the future if it didn't go with a room or something. And so this mirror is super heavy and durable, and that's why I decided to spend a little bit more on it. And then here is the infamous chair that everyone loves. I also got this from HomeGoods in the summer, so August or September, and this one was also $150. But I've spread out my purchases over the past year, and so they haven't been too much so far. And then here's a little pop of color in my room, this cup holder thing that I got from Anthropologie. I can't decide, my room's all gray, so I kind of like that little pop of color, but I don't know, I'd like it without it too. And then finally, this simple clothing hanger rack right here, which I love because whenever I have a photo shoot or something coming up and I need to pull clothes in advance or put together outfits, I'll usually hang it on that hook and organize them that way to keep them separate from everything else. And then I will show you guys a little preview of my closet. It's nothing special. And so these are kind of like the rest of my clothes that may not be in season or just are basic clothes, and they're not part of my go-to items. So I have a lot of like undershirts and layering sweaters in there. And then up top in the middle, I have bras and underwear, and then on the left are my t-shirts I just sleep in or work out in, and then on the very right is all of my leggings, sports bras, workout stuff. You can see all the black in there. And so yeah, the majority of my closet is black and white, and then in the back right here are some colorful dresses that I wore this is what I wore to prom, like just high school dances that I've still held on to. And then the other side of my closet, I just have a lot of my business clothes and coats and some more shoes over there. And so I'm sure eventually I'll do an updated video or hopefully maybe soon if I move into an apartment. But this is my room so far. So a ton of it is from Target and HomeGoods. Those are like my two favorite stores to shop for home decor. And then this blanket as well is from TJ Maxx. So kind of the combination of those three are my favorites. Thank you so much for joining me on this video and my room tour, and please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you want to see more videos like this or more fashion videos, then go ahead and subscribe.